Is it good to care about what other people think? Yes, no, maybe, depends. How would you answer? I'll tell you my thoughts on it. I've noticed that there are some people that are always posturing. Some people that seem to think a lot about how they can throw red meat to their audience, how they can say the thing that is going to get the most likes, and they can get pretty darn good at it, can't they? But if your every choice seems calculated to position you, to posture, to control, to make a certain impression, ironically, people will get a bad impression about you eventually. They'll realize, oh yeah, he's in it for the fame, he's in it for the vanity metrics. And people will lose respect for you. On the other hand, if you say what you think is right, if you do what you think is right, sometimes knowing that it's going to make you unpopular for a while, there will be people that will be pushed away, and there will be people who will be attracted to that, depending on their value structure. The people that you never could have attracted to your cause or your beliefs in the first place will become polarized against you. Some of the people that were neutral will be moved more toward being very, very strongly in support of what you're doing. And this is an overall benefit to you if you're thinking about it from the marketing point of view. If you're thinking about it from the point of view of building a coalition or a movement, you don't need everybody on your side. You need some people strongly on your side. And the way you get there is by being yourself, talking about what you care about, and letting the chips fall where they may. There is this idea called requisite disrespect. Kelsey Grammer speaks of this when he talks about how he used to do his acting for Frasier, the TV show. He approached his acting job with this idea that you shouldn't care too much about the lines, you shouldn't care too much about your performance. And it's not to say you shouldn't care. You obviously want to create a good experience for the people there. But you may have noticed this before, that when an actor or a singer is too concerned about themselves, too self-conscious, they actually create a worse experience for the people that are there. And so part of the approach that Kelsey Grammer has is if you love the people enough to want to create a good experience for them, you have to not take what you're doing too seriously. Requisite disrespect. In other words, a needed level of not caring. And I think that that's correct. I think that to be an effective communicator, there needs to be some level, in some sense, of not caring too much how it goes. Well, how can you achieve that? How can you inculcate that idea in your own psyche? That's not easy. I will say that the easiest way that I found to do it is just to communicate more. The more frequently I post videos, the more frequently I post social media things or blogs or whatever, the less I care about whether or not that individual content piece was as good as it could be, whether it was perfect. And I think it starts to show through eventually just out of repetition that, hey, this guy's comfortable communicating, this guy knows what he's trying to do. And he's not thinking too much about himself. At this point, he's just thinking about the ideas and he's in the flow. I think that's better. So I'd recommend that. Just commit to publishing a lot if you want to get good at this requisite disrespect concept. Remember, you're disrespecting the individual content piece just enough to actually respect more your audience. That's the thought process. Hope that's helpful to you.